Because when He brought you into the world, He wanted you to know Him, to love serve Him, to be happy with Him in this world and to be happy with Him in this. Before we reach the next, we have to be happy in this world, and that happiness, my dear, then where Shonelle is what we wish for both of you, and what I'm sure you are determined to provide for each other. Everything else can be given, as the Gospel says. Because for him, that was the most special, something which is more important than everything. Sometimes more important than life itself. And this is why we say that when you get together, you are giving up your life. But you are not giving up in the sense of throwing it away. You are giving it into the hands of someone else. So therefore you are giving your life into the hands of Shonelle. And Shonelle, you are giving your life into the hands of them. And I think you are doing it because so for you it may be something new, for God it is serious. It's something that He had planned long ago. And so we are happy here today. And when you choose to live together, there are things you need to give up. Because every person from birth, we are one of us. We think of ourselves. When we start our education, when we go to school and then start working, more and more we think of ourselves. But once you start a new life together, you have to start thinking of somebody else as the main person and center of your life. Shonelle, you have to think of them, then you have to think of Shonelle. And you have to be able to say, not only wait, but 5, 25, 50 years, it will be gone. I still want you to be the one who shines. And every morning, you read, commit and dedicate yourself. You don't have to write on the mirror, mark with my love or something like that. But every day when you get up and see each other's face, you prepare the coffee or tea or whatever you're doing for it. It's also because it is an act of love. Everything you do for each other has to be because you love each other and you want to do it to make the other person happy. It's not easy to make people happy. You see people grumbling all the time. Grumbling all the time. It's raining, you come about the rain. It's sunny, you come about the heat. If there are mosquitoes, you come about the mosquitoes. If there are no mosquitoes, you come about the flies. And so you have things which unnecessarily make you unhappy. But it comes from inside. This pressure that this person found was hidden, is hidden in each other's hearts. So it means you have to have a small kind separation. Open your heart and seek that happiness inside. And it's the happiness that you find in your heart that Denver is also going to find. And the happiness that he has in his heart, that you will go to find. And so it's the happiness within the problem that you are going to share. And as I said, it also means make deliberate choices. Everybody wants a good life, a happy life, and everybody wants instant happiness. Unfortunately, marriage is not instant happiness. It's something that you have to daily work for. Ask the people around you. Ask men others. Every day is a fresh decision to work to make this thing, make it work well, and also to make it perfect. You won't find perfection at the beginning. You have to go through thick and thin, as we heard, ups and downs. The roads can be narrow or wide, can be dusty or bumpy, but you have to go on. And that shows the strength of your life. This is a trial of your love when you go through difficulties, struggles, and problems. Because when you go through, you become stronger at the end of the journey. When you face the difficulty and get over it, the Lord has given you then strength, courage, and initiative to find ways and means of overcoming difficulties. And so all that is part of God's formation. For the two of you much. God the Father loved us so much that He was going to give up the most precious thing He had. That was His Son. To the extent of sending that Son to become one of us and to die for us. And Jesus was loving us so much that He too gave up the most precious thing He had, which was His life. And He gave up His life for us. And He did that Himself. The Father loving us so much, of Jesus loving us so much, that you have to follow to show each other how much you love. Giving up all that may be selfish in your life, giving up things that may be only your idea and not His or ours, but trying to see what can be ours, because now it's okay and not two eyes. To live two single candles and to provide the light to one candle, so that the two eyes be closed and start to light the way. And so, my dear, as you begin this new journey, it's a wonderful journey as all those married people in this church will tell you. But it becomes happy as it goes on because, and so we are not angry that Denver is taking away the treasure and the priceless pearl of our parish, because Shonelle is a priceless pearl. We better bring her back once in a while. And so, we from my parish are very happy. Not that we are losing Shonelle, but it's show our parish. They love each other. To go through thick and thin for each other and to look at the love in their hearts. May God bless you. The Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
My dear friends, you have come together in this church so that the Lord may seal and strengthen your love in the presence of the church's minister and this community. Christ abundantly blesses this love. He has already consecrated you in baptism, and now He enriches and strengthens you by a special sacrament, so that you may assume the duties of marriage in mutual and lasting fidelity. And so in the presence of the church, I ask you to state your intentions. Denver and Shonelle, have you come here freely and without reservation to give yourselves to each other in marriage? Will you love and honor each other as man and wife for the rest of your lives? Will you accept children lovingly from God and bring them up according to the law of Christ and His church? Since it's your intention to enter into marriage, join your right hands and declare your consent before God and His church.
I, Denver, take you, Shonelle, to be my wife. I promise to be true to you in good times and in bad, in sickness and in health. I will love you and honor you all the days of my life.
Shonelle, take you, Denver, be my husband. I promise to be true to you in good times and in bad, in sickness and in health. I will love you and honor you all the days of my life.
You have declared your consent before the church. May the Lord in His goodness strengthen your consent and fill you both with his blessings. What God has joined, man must not divide. May the Lord bless these rings which you gave to each other as the sign of your love and fidelity.
Take this ring as a sign of my love and fidelity. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Your response, hear our prayer, O gracious